Today's toy spot is on the Tron Legacy. We're looking at the 3 3/4 inch figures, and today we're going to be looking at Kevin Flynn. Nice to see that not only has Kevin Flynn returned, but obviously the actor Jeff Bridges has returned to reprise his role. I was actually, based on the game Tron 2.0, I really was concerned that they were going to just simply do a cash grab sequel, probably not even having any of the original actors returning. But it's nice that they've actually held off and they waited and really fleshed out a solid, what looks to be a solid scripted sequel, and actually brought it out instead of just giving us that 2.0 stuff that we were, what looked to be that we were getting back in the, I guess with the early 2000s or so. Down below we got a picture of Jeff Bridges, looking very old as Kevin Flynn there. The figure of course lights up, you can see there's a try me button, but I won't press it just yet. Package wise, it's same packaging, it's got Tron Legacy on there, ages 4 years and up. Back there is really nothing there. There's no characters, other figures in this set or in the wave, other toys you can pick up. Just a whole bunch of read up here. But definitely looks like Spin Master has just released a 1 card per wave or 1 card per toy line, so they can just distribute them all over the world, because we've got different languages there as well. The contents though, well, I guess it can be said that they did change the top there because of the contents. We've got the Kevin Flynn, we've got baton, identity disc, and base. So that's packaging on Kevin Flynn. Let's get this opened up. Let's have a look at Jeff Bridges as Kevin Flynn, and we'll see how cool these Tron figures are. Stay tuned, guys. There's much more to come. And much like every other Clue figure, much like the Clue figure I reviewed, how about that? All the Tron Legacy figures come with a very large instruction manual. A little too much if you ask me, but at any rate, we get a instruction manual. I'm not even going to open it because I've kind of already done that for Clue. So I'm just going to put that aside. We'll let the maid pick it up there. Let's have a look at Kevin Flynn. It doesn't look like Jeff Bridges. It looks like a guy with long hair, some gray in it, and a beard. But I'm not gonna harp too much about that because I still like the figure, and the fact it's Tron, I'm not gonna say really much bad about it. Now, of course, he's got the button on the back. He's got his battery compartment there. He does also come with a mint flavored lifesaver. Well, actually, no, that's his identity disc. And really the same thing I can say with the Clue, I can say about Kevin Flynn. Unfortunately, the peg, the button on the back, if only it was just a little bit longer, just like that, you could have actually put the identity disc on his back. It's really a bit of a tease, the fact that they put that there with the idea that you could have put something on there, and they made it the same size, the hole was the same size, and yet had it just been a little bit longer, just a little bit, it could have fit. But Kevin Flynn does come with an identity disc that we can put into his hand. He's also got his baton that summons the light cycle, similar to the first Tron movie. I know definitely before I go see Tron Legacy, I'm going to make the wife watch Tron again with me. I'm going to save any Tron stories because I know you guys don't probably want to hear them. But I've got incredible memories with Tron. It's remarkable that my life, so much of it has to do with Tron. Okay, I'll quickly tell you a story. Where I used to grow up, when I was a kid, there used to be a fish and chip place right around the corner. I literally could walk outside my door, make a left, and it was like a minute down the road. And there was a strip plaza, and it had there was a fish and chips place, there was a convenience store, all that stuff. Actually, that convenience store was also the first place I picked up a comic book, so some good memories there. But that fish and chip place, I went into the back, and at the back of the restaurant was a Tron Arcade. It was the only arcade they ever had, and it was probably the first arcade that I remember seeing as a kid, but they had the original Tron. Of course, when I grew up a little bit more, when I got a little older as a kid, when we had a Jumbo Video open up, I don't know if you guys get Jumbo Video, but we used to have a Jumbo Video video store, and I rented Tron probably 10 or 11 times. I remember watching Tron as a kid, so I've got some great memories with Tron. But I'm getting way off topic here. As you can see, there's a little strip band here that if you press the back of Kevin Flynn, you actually get a really bright light up area here. Now I don't know if I don't know if his robe actually lights up. I'm gonna have to watch the trailer again, but I don't remember if it lit up actually. His costume lit up, or if it was just a straight out robe. But I've got him on his display stand. He seems to have the same display stand as Clue. Of course, instead of black, they've given us a white display stand. I do like the fact that they have displays. They certainly make the figure stand a lot better. Of course, he's got bare feet there, and he's got little holes on his feet that you can peg into the base. Just take his identity disc and his baton off for a second. In the way of his articulation, his head can rotate back and forth. There is no peg, as you can see, because he's pegged by the neck, not by the head. So you can only rotate back and forth. The arms do extend out. They can rotate, but there's a little bit of the corner of his cloak, or I guess his jacket, that kind of hinders it from rotating. You can still kind of move it. You can rotate at the upper shoulder area. You can bend at the elbow. You can rotate the forearm. You can rotate the hand. His hand actually is quite rubbery as well, which I was kind of surprised to see. His legs can bend out and up, despite the fact that he's got the robe here. You can bend the knees. You can rotate the leg. You can rotate the foot. You can bend it out, in and out as well. And there, in a nutshell, is Kevin Flynn. I don't know the plans for Spin Master, whether they are going to release any more of the 3 3/4 inch figures. I kind of hope they do. It would be fantastic if they could go back and do retro Tron figures in this same scale with the articulation and everything else as well. I kind of feel like if Mattel or someone else had gotten the rights, maybe they would have done a little bit more. I don't know. I kind of feel like Spin Master might only stick with this wave and just, you know, call it a day. But let's hope. There is certainly more Tron figures on the way, at least of this scale. It's a shame about the identity disc, but the art, you know, the likeness isn't quite really there, but you know, I still have a soft spot for these figures, and just call it really for the fact that I love Tron. But I'm going to give Kevin Flynn here, I'm going to give him a 5.5. If you can find him, pick him up, especially if you're a Tron fan or an 80s kid like myself. So today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the original hero, I guess, the original character from the original Tron movie. We're looking at Kevin Flynn from Spin Master. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Tron reviews to come, and I will see you guys next time.